Chat, we go. We have Appjack and Stizzy versus Ethan and Goffs. A continuation of the 2v2 EU Cash Cup. This is the losers semifinals. It's not the losers something. I think it's the losers semis. So I'm going to put that in the overlay. Jack and Stizzy just made it past Jorias and Oli in the lower bracket. And now they've ran into another strong English duo. An English duo was the ones who sent them to the lower bracket in Caliente. Will it go the same way here with Ethan and Goffs? Dampened Hurts, thank you for the prime. I like Goff's drip. Are these a specific color of Reapers? Because his drip kind of goes crazy. Or is this just standard Reapers? Are they like gold Reapers? Are they even Reapers? They're OG Reapers? Standard? They're looking nice. Unpainted. Sheesh. Of course, he doesn't play for BDS, though. OTW Dixon, thank you for the 4 months prime. But BDS members, take note. Goffs has some drip for you. Jack on an air dribble. Stizzy making sure the defender doesn't have a strong chance. Goffs did go in and out to dodge the demo, but still not enough to make the save. Binsock, maybe that's tier 1 for 5 months. Pretty fortunate that the regular Reapers just so happened to fit it perfectly. Guys, I think the reason why I have to stop the bot is just too much. It's too much content. Whenever I see a big streak happening, I'm just like, oh, I gotta see who gets timed out. I gotta see. I stopped watching the game. I gotta see who gets timed out. Who is it gonna be? And I'm starting to not like it because the guy who got timed out had a great. I mean, it's just a great chat. It's a top tier chat. The guy who got timed out. He said, Goff saw me using that in my Champ 1 lobbies and copied. And it's like, oh, that's funny. That's a good joke. That's a W chat. Great involvement. Good interaction. But unfortunately, he got timed out. So I don't know how I feel about it. Ethan and Goffs up 2-1. The way I'm making myself feel better is making sure I read the person's chat who got timed out. Because then at least they know they were noticed. They're just not sent to the Shadow Realm for no reason. Ethan chipping this off to Goffs, who doesn't really have a ton of boost to work with either. Jack booms onto the back wall. Nice clear from Goffs. They're about to be in big trouble if he just so barely missed it. Stizzy, decent pass. Jack enough to commit to it. Even knowing that he's going to leave Stizzy kind of out to dry on the opposite end if he doesn't connect, but they also need a bucket. Down 1. Stizzy trying to pass to himself. Kind of got a little bit lost there, but made it just in time to prevent any quick shot. Nice flick. Slot top right for Ethan and Goffs. They're going to be up 3-1 here against Dig. Ethan. Air dribble denied. Jack cannot collect possession. Watching Goffs on the other side of the ball. It's hard to tell whether or not he's kept ball cam on or not, I guess. Because director cam does keep it on at all times. Chat is unsafe right now. Just a fair warning to everyone. Jack, we'll get a second. Nice catch and cut to himself. Stizzy trying to make an outplay. Ethan is just doing his best to win this 50, but gets absolutely muscled through. Probably like 20 different touches between both of them. Jack then just makes sure to bump him out of the way to guarantee that Stizzy has the follow-up. 3-3. Not the best 50 for Stizzy, but Goff's no boost to make anything happen. Has to spend his time going to pick up the attacking corner as he tries to back pass to Ethan. We got ourselves a tense game. Jack, did he get the beat past? Not on target. Ball floating high, has Stizzy down. Actually found a way to pass it just to him. Stizzy the dunk, the follow up, the ball's on the goal line. Finish it already! Jack will do it at 0 seconds. This ball is just floating on the goal line for so long. Finally, it gets dunked in. And game 1 goes to Dig. Yes, I can, Proverb. I just did. Game number 2. Stizzy and Jack versus Ethan and Goff. Spanish kickoff from the one Spanish player in the lobby. Ethan shot on an open net. Jack drops the my fault as I think he was the one who passed it out to him here. Stizzy gets beat and Jack probably needed the shadow, play a bit more passive. Instead, tried to intercept the ball. He did get a clean takeaway, but no help around to stop the shots. Stizzy gonna take an easy one shortly after kickoff. Goffs just does not handle this well. That's exactly what happens when I try and clear the ball from the back wall across the net every time. It always seems like a great idea. People in my lobby always hitting it. I'm like, all right, I'll try it. Nope. Direct pass to the other team. Instant goal. How could I have not known this? Goff's low 50 and a bump. Stizzy, what a quick thinking flip. In order to make sure he stayed on the ball, he was the last back and would have been in trouble if he wasn't able to get that 50. Goff's floating through the air. Jack has elected to wait it out. He's doubled it straight up. Stizzy's actually going to play off that. Ethan, good read. Ethan seeing the pre-jump just forces a 50 down. Goff's interesting. I felt like they had an advantage where Jack low boost after floating on the pre-jump, and what they needed to do was kind of rush it to Stizzy as soon as possible to get the beat. But Goff's just slams it off the sidewall. Kind of a slow and kind of a slow play, I guess what I'm trying to say. And allows the recovery and gets Jack back involved. Goff's nice catch. Now he's got a 1v1. Stizzy denies. Goff's maybe got a bump on Jack, forcing Stizzy to be the one to make this save. But he does all the same. Stizzy, power shot off the bounce. Never finds its way to net. Jack looking for demos out in the midfield. Stizzy is swinging back around. And I think Jack, searching for demos, forced Ethan to not be around for what was otherwise a great setup. Although he doesn't shoot, he leaves it. And Goffs will be the one to get the goal. Stizzy, not only did he get maybe slightly faked by Ethan, but I feel like he feels like he can't jump out because Ethan is somewhat in the path of the ball. And removing yourself from the back wall just to get bumped is about the worst thing you could possibly do. Stizzy playing it around Ethan on low boost, but Jack was out trying to be a menace. I think he was looking for bumps. It could pay off for an easy goal. He doesn't get it, and when you don't get it, you're leaving the net wide open. Goff's sidewall double as they take a 2-goal lead over the likes of Dig. Dig, I think, had to come from behind in the previous game before just barely winning in 0 seconds. Stizzy has a great chance here right now. Going to go for a double. Ethan does stop him. Stizzy's got Jack to the left side of the field. He is going to leave it off for him, but all that just a bit too slow. Have to have more urgency if you want to get it around defenders. Demo now 3-1. Goffs can't get anything going. Jack not going to be able to follow this one up. Stizzy alone. Ethan decides not to flick, but I'm not sure that's better off because he falls in front of the ball now and is just struggling to get back in control. Stizzy, I think, let Goffs easy off, or let Goffs off easy by redirecting that one. Again, it seems like once you have a beat, you want to try and pressure that last back in some way. These guys prioritizing playing quickly just a little bit more. Jack reset once, reset twice, and that's a goal for Dig. Everybody who's gotten timed out recently is clearly asking for it, which I feel less bad about. You can type it more than once in a streak, but I made it so that you can't boost up the timeout. So sure, if you typed once and you type again, it won't time you out, but it also won't boost up the timeout for who does eventually break it. Goffs with control of the ball. 20 seconds left to go. Dig just need one more. Stizzy sent this one up too high. Probably needed to find a way to keep it low if they want to have a chance. Stizzy has a great opportunity. Ethan with no boost. Stizzy with none either, though. He's going to lob this up. Can Goffs get to it? Just enough. Jack will collect it to the side wall. Grab 100. Has himself an air dribble. Low boost for everybody on the English team. Air dribble 50. Can he keep it up? It does hit the ground. And the series will be tied 1-1. Game number 3. Jack and Stizzy will score immediately to put themselves on top. They had to dig themselves out of a hole in game number 2. May not be the case here with a really quick goal. I don't know if you could tell what's going on if you're like watching this on a YouTube video back, but everyone is typing the cat in the bag emote. I mean, the YouTubers really don't know. A lot of people who watch the YouTube don't know about the Twitch stuff at all. But every once in a while, somebody basically makes a joke to get timed out after the streak starts. And this time the guy just said fart. There's no, I mean, he definitely knew he was getting timed out, but he just tried to decide what message he wanted to go with, and he went with fart. Which, I don't know, it's just not funny. It isn't funny. So, I don't know why I'm laughing, but why would he pick that word? Don't type fart +2. I make good jokes here on the stream all the time that do not get +2s. There's absolutely no way that one's the one that gets a +2. Oh, what a save from Ethan. What a save from Goffs. Absolutely hard-earned goal here. Cannot blame Dig for expecting to score and going all in on this occasion. Don't laugh at your timeout. It's your last wish. Sounds good. Stizzy. Double out of the corner. Cannot get past the prepared defenders. Jack trying to delay his flip as best he can, I think, to try and avoid Goffs, but credit to Goffs for making the right read. Psycho attempt! It's up! Jack! Can he continue it? Psycho into double dig! They go up 3-1 in spectacular fashion. Stizzy dimes him up, and Jack makes sure that Goffs doesn't stand a chance. 3-1 for Dig. This was the kind of pop-off we were seeing from them yesterday. Stizzy realizes there's probably nothing he can do. Sure, he can maybe bump a defender if Jack is somewhere close, but as his camera turns, he sees Jack is absolutely nowhere close to the play. Jack will walk it in now, 4-1. Game 3 certainly seeming like it's going in the way of Dignitas. Your guys' jokes. Surely they don't farm +2s better than mine. I don't know if the YouTube viewers can see the timed out message. I think it gets timed out too fast, so they never shows up on screen. So it's too bad for them. They don't get the full experience of what people are saying. Stizzy reset catch and then just pre-flips it over to the corner. They should be okay though. With 2 minutes left to go, 3-goal lead. Hard to give this up if they're careful, although I imagine after the Psycho setup, they're going to be looking for more clips. They're just dropping a random my fault. Did Jack steal the ball away from Stizzy there or something? Make it 5-1. Treading into forfeit territory. I don't think you can generate a streak on your own, Koi. You, like I said, you can type again during a streak, and it will not time you out, but you cannot boost up the streak Oh, Stizzy, look at this slightly canceled flip to double it in. I mean, we probably won't because... Actually, you know what? I think the Rocket Baguette guys are never skipping, so you do get to see it again. Nice little tap in. Even Jack drops the nice shot. Jack teeing it up to Stizzy. Ethan's had enough of getting clipped on. (7-1), there it is. Lubbers Hill, if you were waiting for it. And Goffs is out. And Ethan is out. Pogo? We remake? Oh. Oh wait, Stizzy's got our Pogo? Are we leaving match or is Jack doing a Pogo now? Wait, we can leave. Are they not leaving? I didn't mean to force us to stay here. I just wanted a quick Pogo before it ended. We remake. Okay, there they go. What does 7 mean? What does 07 mean? And he's just gone. Oh my goodness, they're relentless right now. They are relentless. It has now become, you just have to type with it as the start of your message or you're just gonna get timed out. It's a new world. You can still talk, it just has to start with that emote. Game number 4. Stizzy and Jack. Stizzy has been going crazy and he's gonna do it again. Even Jack's gonna drop him the nice shots. Reset into dash, power shot, top shelf, down and in. Ethan, nice speed. Stizzy recovers though, and actually gets Goffs to back off. Would have otherwise been looking at a fairly easy net. Jack gets beat by one. Goffs, can he put it on target? He puts it directly in front, but Ethan was not around. And as he tried to recover back in, Jack demos him. Was that guy actually a first-time chatter? I have to go click. No, he wasn't. He was close to a first-time chatter, though. He's only chatted 20 times. So he either thought he was first-time chatting or decided to angle a joke. Ethan. Nice save, Stizzy. Gonna fully rotate here as he gets back to 100. Jack has already pre-jumped Ethan before he gets anything going. Jack, that was not the best play. Stizzy's gonna make up for it though. It seemed like he just left the net completely wide open. Ooh, Jack, I think he thought Goffs wasn't gonna go. He thought Goffs being last back would probably back off, and so Jack decides not to try and win the race because I think he could have won the race. Oh no, he had no boost. Never mind. He just had no boost, so they were screwed. Ethan getting cut off by Stizzy here. Nice speed from Jack. No way to get the angle in. Ethan gonna reset on the clear. Who do I think would win, by the way? I think coming into this, it's tough. because the English duos have looked good. I hadn't seen Ethan and Goffs. Probably would have the Stizzy Jack duo as favored. But Ethan and Goffs have looked solid. One peak game has been really the difference between the two of them. Stizzy and Jack went absolutely insane. And now we're in a tie game for game number 4. Goff's going to pass to himself and pinch it in. So the Ethan Goff's team has been strong. And this time Goff's faking too. That is just nasty. You see both of the Dig defenders reacting because it looks like he's doubling off the ceiling and going for a quick touch. But when he sees the defenders jump, he does not boost. He lets the ball hit the ground and he doubles it in instead. Ethan's looking at an open net. Oh, nice fake. I mean, I thought he could just hook shot it in. And apparently the Dig defender was worried about that as well because he does jump. But ultimately, Ethan kind of slow plays it and gets himself a 3rd goal. We might be going to game 5. Dig just trying to wait this one out, hoping Ethan's going to use up a ton of his boost and then leave Goffs to defend alone. Goffs managed to handle that. Goffs pogo? Yes! This felt like a pogo situation, or they got into it too late. Needed to pogo earlier. Might have gotten a strong pop and actually had a chance to score. Stizzy taking this clean off the top, looking for a bump now. Should be free for Jack, and they're within 1. Jack getting one of the easier goals he's going to get all series. Minute left to go. Dig does not want to go to game 5. Stizzy through the air. Last bit of boost has a reset. Falling in front of the ball to potentially protect it and go for a bump. Stizzy trying to jump onto the ball for the resets. Dig not in a terrible spot here. Low boost for the English squad. Stizzy's got both of them to beat, but might be able to do so because they are literally completely starved out. A very talented duo, but you put nothing in their boost tank and there's nothing to be done about Stizzy putting it top shelf. 3-3 with 22 seconds left to go. Jack sending one of the back wall off the kickoff. Goffs waiting to collect a dribble. Didn't quite cleanly collect it. And instantly gets dunked. Demo from Stizzy. Potentially a very important demo as Goffs might have had a chance on net. 0-second opportunity for no one. It will hit the ground. Overtime. Jack and Stizzy trying not to go to game 5. Stizzy's going to half flip off the kickoff. Oh my goodness. I thought there was potentially someone around there to finish that. Still don't know if the half flip kickoff experiment went great, as now Ethan and Goffs in control. This one 50'd into the corner. Ethan just trying to muscle it through with a little boost he does have. Goffs might have been able to find an angle, but just barely misses on the inside. Ethan, he will get cut off. He's going to turn and try and steal boost. Not going to be able to pick it up. And it's going to be a beat from Stizzy on Goffs. It'll be Jack and Stizzy who advance. Stizzy with the pre-leave. He left before the ball even went in, as he knows he's advancing to the next round. Watch Stizzy's card disappear. It's gone before the ball even found its way in. Game 4 goes to Stizzy and Jack. Dig will advance. even though they're not here.